Hi, Libras. Thanks for stopping by. I always enjoy having you. Remember, you don't have to be a Libra to stop by the Old Sweets Bungalow. If you feel drawn to this channel, this reading could very well be for you. You might want to give it a try. Let's see what the story has in store for us today. Libra, you're somebody with a good soul, and you always want the best for others. You're not vindictive or scornful. There may be someone that you don't want to lose contact with, and they don't particularly want to lose contact with you either. Let's see how this comes together here. Okay. The universe right now is warning you about unprotected sex. Someone you're dealing with or have been dealing with and may be a little bit more promiscuous than you believe. Yeah, you might be dealing with someone who seems rehearsed and very experienced in the bedroom. This person, I think, is promiscuous, and they mostly, I think, have unprotected sex. So you got to watch out. Just watch out. There's still a lot of diseases out there. Horrible things. This is pretty specific. Okay, this is somebody who, I don't know, they're very nervous around you. They may be calm as a cucumber around other people, but when they're with you, because of the feelings or what they've done to you in the past or whatever, I think they have feelings for you that they haven't experienced for a long time. And they're kind of afraid because they think they're in love with you. They're falling in love with you, and this frightens them. And just being around you makes them nervous and jittery. And you probably would notice that about this person if you're around them. But they're very rehearsed in the boudoir. This person could be losing money. They could have been well off or doing okay for a period of time, but now they're hurting. And that could be one of the reasons that they don't want to lose contact with you. You might just be, they might look at you as some kind of a lifeline in case the rest of their life, doesn't go the way that they plan or doesn't go according to their plans. They might be just hoping that you're still around in case they can come back and take advantage of you in some way or use you in some way. I don't know if it's malicious or whatever, but they just feel like you're kind of a security line or a security blanket of some sort, lifeline. But this person wasn't really there when you needed them. They were thinking more about themselves and their own opportunities. Now they're thinking about you, going, maybe I should have hung in there with Libra. I do care for them deeply. I feel like I'm falling in love with them, but I don't know. This is a strange reading. This is like somebody who wouldn't turn over control or, relinquish in a relationship. It's like they were steering the boat, and they wanted to only go in their own direction. But they weren't there when you needed them. But they seem to want you around for when they need you. This person that you're dealing with could be very aware of spirituality. They might have even studied it or had done card readings or might even be able to do card readings themselves. But their ego gets in the way. They can't connect with spirituality because it's all about them and their ego. There might have been some conflict there between you two. Your mindset, your spirituality. They couldn't get on board. They might have pretended to be spiritual. Yeah, they played mind games with you. A lot of mind games, and now they're all nervous about the games they played. Yeah, they played games, and now when they're around you, they feel like they've been discovered. You found them out. You see them clearly, and they just get real nervous about that. They made you feel really wonderful at one period in time, and then they just changed on you. Okay. They're hanging on to somebody for economic, financial reasons. If they cut ties with that person, they're going to take a big loss. They plan on cutting ties with them, but they're not ready to do that yet. So they're involved with somebody that is their base or their security blanket now. And they're looking at you as the one that they really love. And they're hoping that you will, once they take care of this business, that you will maybe be there. And you yourself could be trapped in a passionless connection, something that's dead, that's died a while back. Now that could be, who you're with someone already, and there's no passion there, or the passion is gone. You don't care about this person anymore. The passion's gone out of it. The connection is just dead, and that's what I think is happening. There once was a lot of passion. This person made you feel great, wonderful, but now it's dead. Okay. Another gorgeous day. It's not so hot today. Went kayaking yesterday afternoon out in the bay. Yeah, it was beautiful. Water was like glass. Me and a couple friends got sunburned, but it's always just wonderful to get out on the water. A lot of things to see. This person is going through some karma. Yeah, they're facing issues now. They're not only losing money, I think they're losing friends. They're not happy. They're being judged. They're being judged by people and their higher power, They've hit kind of a wall, and they're having to deal with the situation. They might be working harder than they usually do. They could be focusing on their work. They could be focusing mostly on their work, thinking that maybe they can work themselves out of this, dig their way out by working. Oh gosh. This person could be chained to have addictions. Could be dealing with somebody that's addicted. Not just to weed or alcohol or hard drugs or anything like that. Could be a sex addiction. Could be, they're addicted to other people because they're like codependent. They chain people to them, or they get chained to other people. But this person definitely has toxic issues. Okay, they may be trying to work through that now. this karma that they're facing could be like a changing point in their life. They could be working on dealing with some of these addictions or whatever this addiction is, but I'm not sure. Could go any way there with that devil card. Yeah, they need to heal. They're not healing. What's happening is they're avoiding the issue, this karma, this thing that's happening to them. They're avoiding the issue by working, just focusing on their work, trying to maybe dig their way out of a situation that they've got themselves in. They're depending on someone else to support them, or at least finance them in some way. They may be making their own money, have some of their own money, you know, but they don't have enough to get by. It seems to me like they're with somebody like for financial reasons. Say sharing the rent, like something simple like that, you know. They just don't have the money to pay all their bills, so somebody else is helping out. Something like that, right? But they're toxic, and they're not facing that issue. Like I say, they're focusing on their work. They're not dealing with their issues. Their temperance card here is in reverse. They need to heal. They're out of whack. They're out of balance. They're toxic, okay? And it looks like some of the people around them that they associate with may be seeing that toxicity too, and dropping away as friends, or not being as close to this person as they used to be. Now, they've had to do considerable thinking. You know, they may have come to a conclusion during this karmic period that they're going through that they're seeing the light on certain issues, and it would be within themselves. Yeah, they've had to, you know, get away from other people, and that may be part of they may be treating old friends and things like that coldly or acting strangely to people. They might be acting distrustful to people. They might be blaming other people for their karma, but they're coming up with ideas, and they think they've seen the light on certain issues. Let's just see what's going on. They figure if they can work hard enough and be positive in that direction, that they'll be able to have a brand new beginning. This person that you're dealing with is looking forward to a brand new beginning. Yes, they are. A brand new shiny. They have high hopes. They're really positive, and they may get it. I mean, if they have a lucky break on what they're working on here and get some credit or claim for it or whatever, they might just get their day in the sun. You realize that this person was dealing with a third party, had other interests, and that made you feel abandoned, like this person abandoned you. You might have already beginning to get kind of dependent on this person yourself. You might have had a little bit of codependency on this person too, because you had feelings for him. Yeah. But their toxicity definitely affected you. It made you feel totally abandoned. And it hurt you when you found out that they were dealing with somebody else. Now, you're off in a good direction. You know about this person's toxicity. You know that they're not healing, that they're not really working on themselves as much as they really need to. But you're divinely inspired now, and you're headed in a wonderful direction. If you keep moving the way you're going, you're gonna find a very great happiness. You've learned big lessons in life. You're divinely inspired. You're actually being pushed and motivated by your higher power, which is a beautiful thing, if you're spiritual. That means you have faith, you have hope and faith and trust in your higher power. And that gets rewarded, That's what looks like it's going to happen to you, being rewarded, pushed in the right direction. This person that you're dealing with believes that they're different, they're unique, that they have their own, that they stick out above the crowd, and that people look at them, admire them for something that they're unique for, or they stick out in the crowd because of their of what they do, the way they look, or they're a little bit eccentric, or whatever. But right now, they feel almost powerless. They can have their day in the sun, but they're in their head right now, and they're still dealing with this karma. And they're trying to keep their courage and their strength up because they do want this positive future. But they're feeling a little powerless. Oh, yeah. They had it all planned out. They had they had their happiness planned out. They could see their future. They might have been trying to even, I don't know, but it came falling down. It came crushing, falling down on them. Whatever their plan was, they had a giant tower, and that has to do with the karma they're going through. Yeah, they did. They hit a wall. Their life just started crumbling all around them. You may have delivered this person their karma, Libra. You may have brought it to them. They have deep feelings for you. I don't know how much this person is capable of love, but they think that they love you. Okay? They believe that they love you. They're afraid of love because they're toxic. And yeah, your belief system got you through this feeling of rejection or abandoned, or however, loneliness, whatever. But your strength, your willpower, I'm seeing your spirituality here. Whoever I'm speaking to today, you've got a real connection to the divine. And that's what's pulling you, saving you from this toxicity, lifting you up and carrying you through. It's your commitment to your higher power. Someone or some people are watching you. They're watching your upgrade. They're watching your development. And this past person, or this person in your energy here, they've been watching your development. They've been watching your growth. You may not be in contact with this person, but they're watching you, and they're thinking about you, and they're miserable. This Tower card fell right on top of the Sun card, and I think it just devastated their happiness. Whether they felt this way about you in the beginning, they feel that way about you now, that like they've really lost out, like they blew it. And now they're suffering through karma, and it's just, they're in a tough situation here. But it looks like, they're persistent. Whoever you're dealing with is persistent, and I think they're a pretty hard worker too. I mean, they kind of go after what they want. And right now, this person just wants peace in their life, and they're headed for it. They're headed for a little bit smoother water. They've been suffering the turmoil, but there's only one way. When you get so low, there's only one other way to go, and that's up. So, looks like they're moving ahead, and moving into some calmer water, a little bit more peaceful existence. But they still have a huge decision to make. Yeah, they're still up in their head. They've reached a major crossroad in their life, and they still haven't completely made up their mind. But they're very emotional about everything. You're over here, gaining your strength through your connection to your higher power. But you've done some soul searching too. You've looked back at your past, how things went down, your role in it, their role in it. Just, and there may be a little bit of pity for yourself, feeling sorry. And then that might lead to being vindictive or whatever. You don't need a pity party for this. This actually could be a good thing, because your spirituality now is so much more on point, or is so on point from this experience, that you don't need to feel sorry for yourself. This could actually be something that was meant to happen. A learning process for you, maybe. Whoever this is that's watching you, spying on you, they don't want to fight with you. They just want peace. They want to be friends. You might have put this person on your friends list just because you're a good person. You don't want to be vindictive. Yes, remember, honesty is everything. Without trust and honesty, you don't have anything in a relationship. So that's a real clear red flag there, If you're dealing with somebody who isn't honest, you don't have anything. What are you working with there? Nothing. Yeah. That's what this card's telling me what I've been seeing here. This person gave someone else which they should have given to you. They gave to someone else. And by all rights, that should have been you. I mean, that was the relationship that you were in with this person. And they, for their own comfort zone and their own security, I mean, they made, been forced or just pushed because they needed security, they needed financial help to be with this person who they don't even really want to be with. But this person could have more money than you, or more set up than you, or this person that they chose, or it could be that they didn't want to impose upon you. They knew that they could take advantage of this person, but they didn't even want to try and take advantage of you. They didn't want you to see them in that light. Because this person cared for you. They had something going on with you, and they had plans, but those plans were shattered because they didn't have the courage to go through with it. They thought they were unique and they could get away with anything or whatever, but then it all hit them in the face with this Tower card. The world just crumbled around them. They still haven't made up their mind about what they're going to do. They're still sitting there in the Two of Swords. All emotional, not really listening to anybody else. Could be a real stubborn person too, but I don't know. Okay, looks like, wow. This person might be kind of a dreamer or a fantasizer about things. They did have a big plan, or they make plans, you know? They're always looking at the future, what's going to happen. I don't think they live too much in the moment, this person. They're always worried about the past, or they got one foot in the past, one foot in the future, and they're not, they're not living in the moment. They think they are. They're moving towards a more relaxed period, but they make plans and for all this happiness of how they're going to be and how everything's going to be, and now they're feeling like you left them out in the cold. Like their plans are all shattered because you're not there to do it with them, or you didn't wait for them, or you're not going according to their schedule, or whatever they're doing here. It's like they're kind of trapped. But heck, can a person wait forever? Come on. This person's toxic. They got bad juju here. But now they feel like you've left them and you don't want nothing to do with them anymore. Like you've spoiled everything. Like you spoiled their happiness. And you got the 10 of Cups. You're moving towards, I think, because this is how I'm reading it. You've been peaceful throughout this. You've relied on your higher power and your love for the universe and nature and people. You only want the best for everyone. And because of that, you're even though you might have had a pity party, felt sorry for yourself, a little bit confused, had to review the past, which is okay as long as you don't dwell there, you're getting this 10 of Cups. Now, you know that's a beautiful card. That's a good, abundant foundation, family, whatever you enjoy in life. Doesn't mean you're going to be filthy rich, but it just means you're going to find a contented happiness. All right, you could have money too. 10 of Cups is just a marvelous card. And in this case, it looks like it's a reward for keeping your faith. Yeah, you're going to be dumping this load. You're through carrying this load. It's over. Yeah, this looks like you could just put this person on your friendship list. Don't fight with them. Don't bow. If they want to spy on you, let them. You know, you guys could both look at each other on your Facebook and stuff. Looks like it doesn't matter much anymore, except this person's miserable. And you're heading towards your happiness. Okay. Now, this person's used to being pretty independent. They like attention. They like to flirt. So they get out there and when they get that attention, boy, they love it. They just eat it up. They also do like creature comfort. So that's why, they can't get out of this comfort zone because, it'll be too hard for them to make it on their own. And like I said, I don't think this person wants to come to you and tell them their woes. Oh, they might have complained to you at some time that they were, work wasn't that great anymore or something was going wrong. But they don't want to come to you like their ego, their pride is too much, too powerful to let them come and lean on you, even though they'd love to get back together with you. But they're also an attention getter and a flirt. And they might have been doing that for a long time. They might have been like that. That's just their character. They've just been doing it no matter how old they are. This person could be 85 years old or something, and still flirting, still gadding around, still trying to get that attention. But they're stuck. Yeah. You have their plans, everything, they're just stuck. So that's just reaffirming, they're stuck in their head. They got to make this huge decision. And I don't know what the decision is. I can't tell. This could be a decision about the other person, about you, about their life in general, which way they're headed. They want happiness just like everybody else. They see this person could travel. They could be at a distance. They don't have to, or they could just be worldly. They know a lot of people. They get out about. But they are adventurous. Adventurous. They like to flirt. You're healing from a broken heart. And I'm getting the feeling that after you mend, after you, if you have to go through a dark night of the soul or whatever, you might have to do that. You might have done that already. But don't feel sorry for yourself. And it looks like you're healing. And you got the Three of Swords. That's emotional pain, but it's in reverse. It's been a while. It looks like you may not find that happiness until you've healed. You've healed for a while. Your Ten of Cups may not come in until, you get this healing done. And there we are. That's the Queen of Cups. You're the Queen of Cups in this reading. You've got an unconditional love. You will love people correctly. And that's what you want. You want an equal give and take. You're emotional, but you try and keep grounded too. You got one foot in the water and one foot on land. It's a nice equal balance. You're very careful though about your cup of love now. You're scrutinizing your love. You're wondering, which direction should I offer it? Am I going to love again? But you are a loving person. Like I say, you have unconditional love. The Queen of Cups is very similar to the King of Cups. And it really doesn't matter, male or female. There's no gender, in the cards. Take a few more. Now you're very sensitive, actually. But you just don't. You're going to drop this load. You're dropping this load. Like I say, it's over. You've carried this pain or emotional pain, it looks like, for quite some time. And it's been really weighing on you. A lot of you are still trying to figure out where your love lies, how you're going to, in the future, how you're going to deal with relationships, or if you're ever going to take that lid off that cup of love and give it to anybody else. Your karma is good now. This person over here, they're going through bad karma, and your karma is good. Yeah, I told you that earlier, because you're spiritual. You hung in there. You kept the faith, and that's what's healing you. That's what's going to bring you this Ten of Cups. But you've got to heal before you can thoroughly get involved with a new love or whatever this is going to be. Oops. If you've got pets, don't ignore them. The weather's hot. You get all involved in your own emotions, and you're focused on yourself and what's on your mind and everything. But remember not to neglect your pets, because your cat or dog or whatever you have for a pet. I raised a squirrel from a baby once, and I really miss him. I had to let him go when when he got big enough and old enough, because he would just look out the window at all the other squirrels playing, and it was just sad. So I had to let him go. But remember, your pets, your cats, your dogs, they're there for you. That's your unconditional love. When you don't have anybody else or you're feeling all alone, you got your pet. And they love you. So, and all you got to do, there's unconditional love they have for you. You just got to give them a little bit of love, and they just snap right back. I spoil Jack. I spoil every animal I get, but now he's fat, because I give him snacks and treats, and they get spoiled. Yeah, you finally saw this person acting weird. Yeah, you could tell that they were being fake around you. Yes, you could. This person, in their heart and in their mind, I think they cherish you for some reason. They're never going to let you go. They might physically let you go, but in their mind and in their heart, they're always going to remember you. They're always going to have this love for you. You affected this person in a deep and dynamic way, whether you really realize it or not. You might have just presented them with their karma, because they're dealing with it. Now, a lot of you could be, wondering about being independent. Was that the way to go for you? Just want to quit dealing with all this stuff and then just enjoy your own friends, your own company, and not worry about a love mate. Well, you're thinking about independence, but you're Libras. Libras, they miss love in their life. From the planet of love, Venus, right? Yeah, you may have stayed in this painful commitment for too long. And that's what it looks like to me, that you've been carrying this burden for quite some time. Maybe a little confused, maybe blaming yourself, but you're wondering, some of you might be saying, man, why did I do it? Why did I hang in there for so long? Why didn't I, when I realized this person was being fake, why didn't I just recognize the red flags? Well, you might have, but you didn't want to. You might have seen all along, that, or for some time, that this person was being a fake. But you didn't, you kind of ignored that. You wanted to look at it with rose-colored glasses and hope things got better. But the commitment got painful. You held on too long. And now their pride and ego is holding them back. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of stuff this person would like to come and say to you, but they just can't. Or they might want to tell you that they want to be with you, or if they could work things out now. But they can't, because their pride and their ego. They don't want you to see them as a loser or somebody who actually needs you. Okay? Yeah, I think you were dealing with somebody. This person, they just wouldn't extend their love to you. Just outright, let's just love each other. And there was always conditions. There was always strings attached, always other involvements and stuff. And you just couldn't work this out. You needed a clear playing field. And this playing field was cluttered. Maybe there was too many people involved. I don't know. I don't see that here. But I see that they did have plans, whether they were fanciful or not. They had plans for you and them. And since that didn't work out, and they were counting on this other person here, they're counting on someone else that helps them finance things, helps them live. So it's as if they settled for someone that could do more for them, or they thought someone that could do for them, instead of settling out of love. And setting, if they have these great feelings for you, they should have recognized those feelings and forgot about everything else and then just tried to work it out with you, or, one-to-one, let's do this thing. But they didn't do that. They kept you on a string. They kept you, playing games with you. Okay? Well, anyway, that's about it for today. Well, let me look at my battery. Looks like it's turning red, but if the video jerks at the end a little bit, that means my battery ran out, and I just had to change it and come back and continue. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think that this person that you're with is dealing with someone who's controlling. They have control over your person. Not just monetarily, but mind-wise. This person they're dealing with is really intelligent, may even have narcissistic tendencies. Yeah, and they don't set boundaries for this person. They let them do what they want. So your person is just, they don't have to worry about their actions too much, because this other person, I don't know. It's weird. They're dealing with somebody that looks like is kind of a scoundrel, or may play around on them. Yeah, now this person, they feel real guilty about their actions and what they said to you and everything. And that's why they're all jittery, nervous to be around you. If you haven't been around this person, if you do go around them, they're just going to be jittery. And you'll notice it. They'll act really strange. Yeah, there it is, reconfirming that they can't come to you now. They're involved. They're trying to straighten out their life, trying to get their finances together, figure out. They're going through karma and they're lost. Basically, they're having a rough time. Yeah, they just don't want you to have to put up with anything right now. They don't want you involved in this, actually. But I think they're hoping that once they get, somewhere more positive in life, that you'll still be there. I mean, that could be a really big hope for this person. So it looks like you're going to be doing a lot better. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. It's awful nice to have you. We'll look at this again some more next time, and until then, peace and love to you.